1% making the difference once more. It's Tribe Gaming taking this game.
Me and my team have been playing together for a long time now, so I'm pretty confident in our play style, and I think we can just beat anybody.
Oh no! Oh my word! Zoulan, the trade from the furthest point of the field.
The kick forward, the punch through. That's gonna be it.
Eu acredito que a gente pode ser sim a equipe campeã. A gente veio bem preparado, a gente treinou muito para chegar até aqui e eu acho que a gente merece.
Firecrow and the step back is good.
Take it back.
Woo!
It's going to be a close one, but Zoulan is an animal. The energy he feels and expresses really lifts his teammates as well. You see how much Cori benefited from it. I feel like it's Tribe, but only by a slim margin. This is going to be close.
It really is. It couldn't be closer. So much is at stake. Again, it's a knockout. One of these two teams will be going home. The bans are in. Buzz and Mortis being banned by Tribe. And I've got to say, I would tend to agree. Buzz has been extremely close to Uber. We can't forget that INTZ came second last year. They were so close to lifting that trophy themselves, but Tribe Gaming NA with that huge upset in that first matchup between themselves and SK Gaming, I think took so many people by surprise.
Absolutely. It's time, though, for Shooting Star. And the lobster fisherman himself in the middle there. The tick is a pick that Tribe love to go for here on Bounty. And Zoulan is pressuring very heavily from this right side lane. Ark, it's a slightly more tanky, sort of more mobile setup for INTZ, but they can't run away from Zoulan.
Yeah, it's really good starting pressure from Tribe Gaming and using the tick as well with that area spread. Keep coming in now. Circling around, Tyrant trying to find himself a target. Is he going to land it? No! He's not going to connect with Marcel there, but the cover will be broken a little bit, but definitely not the connection that he was looking to find.
Yeah, despite that, though, I mean, it does force INTZ back and Tribe, have a bit of space to work with now. Let's Go's popped by Firecrow, and Marcel's trying to get a little bit closer there. Homemade recipe used, but it's a little bit too close for Zoulan to actually find a connection. And here come INTZ, they're pushing Ark. Head first gets blown up instantly, and Cori and Zoulan might be under pressure.
Yeah, the connection there is with Tufa, low on HP, but the follow-up not quite able to be found. Marcel's got Zoulan tightly caught into that corner. Ooh. The return to send on to Firecrow, low on HP to take down there of Marcel from Zoulan, and Firecrow is pushed so far back, almost goes down himself.
I mean, that's beautiful stuff. This is why Tribe NA, are so good at Bounty in general. They fold back. They know they're getting pressured, but TyrantStar looks very comfortable there, of course. Return to sender used for the extra durability. Marcel again wants to create a staging ground to come forward with, and Cori has to use a last hurrah, but it's blown up. Blue Star conceded, but still the lead for Tribe now with 10 seconds left. It's unlikely that INTZ are going to be leaving this territory anytime soon, though. It won't matter. Firecrow is forced away.
Zoulan is so well in that corner, just there the whole time at low HP, jumping away at the end, but not enough stars gained by INTZ to get the dub. Tribe Gaming did fantastically well there.
I mean, yeah, beautiful stuff. They are, it is their best game type. It's a 77% win rate in the lead up to this particular tournament. And you see they get an early lead, right? Zoulan creates a ton of pressure on the right-hand side of the map. Make sure he secures those stars with the homemade recipe to put his team ahead. And then they know they can give a bit of space, back up a little bit maybe as well. They might need to mirror this strategy to have success, but they're going to run it back with the same composition arc.
I gotta say, I do like the fact as well that Tribe are running the kind of more traditional idea here with the Peep, the Tick, and the Piper, which is kind of my preference, but it is a difficult thing. Up against the Max and a Pam, you can find yourselves caught, but not for Tribe Gaming NA, who are straight into the spawn, getting a swift takedown. 2 stars and the blue star there is their lead, and that is a great start for them.
Zoulan is turning into a huge problem. Even before that first kill, Firecrow had to body block a homemade recipe intended for Marcel. That would have been a kill for Zoulan already. So much danger being caused by this Piper in this right side lane, and Tyrant is keeping Tufa's head low. It's going to be hard enough for the G to get close enough to find a connection with that magic hand, let alone be in a position to do any real damage. This is a great start for Tribe.
Yeah, I was quite sure. I need to look back to see what happened there with the Peep from Tyrant. Maybe a bit of a mispiloting going on there, some potential nerves. But still, this is the position where those Peeps really do count, as INTZ's trying to push back through, but Marcel goes down there, and that's a great amount of pressure. Oh, Firecrow trying to use Space Shifter to tank it. It does not do enough too far, then has to tank the front of that damage.
INTZ need to wait. The magic pass from Tupa going to get them healed up here, but they took so much damage from that Peep. and went extremely low. Another hit from FireCrow. He needs to be careful of any potential homemade recipe aimed in his direction. And with 32 seconds left, INTZ have to make a big push. They need one kill. Ideally, they need Zoulan here. That is the big pickup they're looking for. It has to be him or 2 other eliminations.
FireCrow is playing a risky game here. That one tick mine taking down to 100 HP, and Marcel trapped firmly into the corner, but putting pressure onto Zoulan. Zoulan goes down. The pressure being applied back. The blue star is with INTZ. Tribe Gaming, and they need to pick up this kill, and it's tanked by Tuva. He's still on his feet. The ticket comes in. He's taken down. That is going to be it. INTZ will take it.
That's it. We said Zoulan was the elimination that had to be found, and he had his super available. It wasn't enough to get away. INTZ closed the gap so quickly, and that's the danger of going up against a Max. You don't know when the enemy team's going to run right up on you like that. Great turnaround, and this time it's INTZ showing patience, even though they started behind the 8 ball.
Yeah, in Shooting Star, you've got to be so composed under that pressure, and it's an early pressure being applied by Tribe Gaming. And
well, it's not going to get the job done. We're going to go to a decider here now on our first set. Already sparks are flying.
Okay, well, this is going to be an interesting one. We're going to see the Gene coming out for Zoulan instead of the Pyre, but Tyrant going to stay on that Nanny. Cori with the tick, and some changes as well on the INTZ side. You've got Tuva there on the tick this time round, and the Gene and the Nanny again. So everyone taking the time to kind of think things through. Dropping the Max and the Pam on the side of INTZ is an interesting choice now. So going more for control, and both sides just trying to earn their supers as quickly as possible.
This might really come down to Magic Hand at some point here. Both ticks are trying to get close to the blue star, but they're zoning each other out so much. I mean, look at that head first. Okay, they actually end up taking each other out here. So eyes on Marcel now, who has that hand peeve. Oh, FireCrow gets caught. That's a huge pickup. 3-0 now, and the blue star also scooped up by Tribe.
Much better, much better from Tyrant there. Again, I saw a few little mispilotings before, but now that was the right timing for it, and FireCrow was low on HP, so it was a good guaranteed kill for Tribe. They connected. Blue star is with them also. INTZ, though, as we saw in the previous game, do like to wait their moments out, but another peep coming in for Tribe. Nicely and quickly. Oh, the return to center, put back over to FireCrow. So low on HP, but it's got the distance away from the opposition to be able to heal up.
Yeah, a bit of RTS tennis there, and FireCrow comes off second best. Same to be said for Marcel. He gets caught in the minefield here, and this is now going from bad to worse for INTZ. A couple of mistakes are really starting to compound for them here. Zoulan with the spooky ghost gadget there with a bit of extra damage, but no kill. It's Marcel with the magic hand. That's going to be the ticket here for INTZ. The Pete searching, and Tyrant's down. Still a lead for Tribe, though.
Miss pull from Zoulan, disaster, but not necessarily a bad thing. They've still got the lead, but there is the pull from Marcel. There is time here for Ryan to see if they can push this corner hard. FireCrow, though, goes down. Zoulan with final pull to Marcel. 15 stars to 6, and Tribe will take the first set.
Unbelievable stuff. Fantastic showing from both sides here. And it was really close at the end with a bonus kill from Vengeful Spirits as well, by the way. That's ridiculous. You rarely see that. They do so little damage. And again, still some bleary eyes in this studio, but you got to say, some great stuff from Tribe here in that first set. These two teams, they're evenly matched. And bear in mind, that is Tribe's best map type. INTZ are neck and neck with them on their body, but it's really going to cost you when you're so close in those stars. It's time to move on, though. It's time for some heist. It's safe zone.
Well, again, this is going to be an interesting one, because with the Lola ban as well, as we saw a ton of Lola coming into the meta on that map, it's been very interesting now that it's banned out. The Buzz as well, the Mortars not necessarily going to be showing their faces too much, but I think we're going to see kind of a bit more of what we'd expect to see prior to Lola coming into the match. So I think that's probably some Piper in the mids. That would be a good shout for me. Colt as well, a good choice. You could double down, to be honest, on the long range with the Bell and the Piper. Not my preference, but at the same time, I mean, Tribe Gaming NA do like to run some Pam here sometimes. Some weird, wacky ideas in that respect. Sometimes some Max and also some
We've seen them play... Sorry, we saw them play it yesterday, right? It was a lot of Rico, Piper, Colt. It was this same composition that Tribe played against SK Gaming and 2-0'd them on this particular map type. So this is where Zoulan just dominated the side lane, if you remember, and made it impossible for SK. Just like that. FireCrow burnt to cinders. That's disgusting, Ark.
Oh my goodness me. Zoulan was patient as well with that super, holding on to it, and then got the perfect lineup. A team wipe for Tribe Gaming NA as Tufa now forcing himself through the left-hand side. Sometimes, again, a good defense is a strong offense. Zoulan, though, with the angle there, Tufa got annihilated. Tyrant on the right-hand side as well to Marcel. INTZ are dropping like flies, Uber.
You cannot play Poco double tank against this style from Tribe Gaming. They're too seasoned, too experienced, and they're very ready to counter this kind of setup here. Look at them. Group up together in the middle of the map. Cori can definitely escape if he gets pressured here by any sort of bull super. Marcel, sure, he might have his super available, but it's going to take more than Poco's healing. Look at FireCrow just getting hammered down as soon as the healing came in. And Bouncy Castle for Zoulan, so easy to get so much of that health back. Look at him. He just weathers the storm that BB brings, and Cori cleans Marcel up.
Yeah, I've watched Tribe Gaming many a time with this comp, and they do not seem to struggle with it, and today seems to be another one of those days as Tyrant gets a nice pick up there on the right-hand side, and Zoulan with the taps on the left. All three members of Tribe laying down the damage, and what can Marcel do there as a measly Poco?
Yeah, here it comes. The rush in from Tufa's able to at least find the one, but even with the healing of Marcel, it's just that, a trade. Cori's going to find a kill in the middle of the map there with a homemade recipe, and FireCrow with batting stands at the ready is chasing the Piper down, but of course, Cori gets back to safety with the super, and there's 40 seconds left in the round. INTZ, they have to go for broke here. All the way for the safe, they dive as shields are popped on both of these tanks. FireCrow needs to hit hard.
Yeah, they've got to get FireCrow taken care of, and if INTZ can keep this rolling in and time these spawns, then they can turn this around massively. So Tribe need to land their shots and land them now. FireCrow popping there, the healing coming in, and another heal there from Marcel. If they don't handle this, then FireCrow's be able to whittle down. Tufa on the safe now as well. It's a base race from Cori on defense. INTZ are raining damage down. The gap is tightening, Uber.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. FireCrow falling here, but Tufa's there to get the extra damage, and INTZ, unreal. They've done it. The clutch from FireCrow, that was unbelievable BB play. Completely shell-shocking Tribe.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. INTZ coming back with the flare, the fire, celebrating on the stage, and rightly so. Everyone in the Brawl House can see as well as I can what a commendable comeback that was, because honestly, Tribe looked so composed dealing with it, but INTZ just found the cracks. As
Realize that they can force a mistake late in the round. They can try and do that once more, but they do switch to a bit more of a sharpshootery look, and that's why the roughs is here, and the Meg for Cori gets picked up on the side lane.
Yeah, Surge as well on the top left for FireCrow, and I'm not too sure. I've seen it before, I think a couple of times on Safe Zone, but it does have a big risk attached to it. You've got to get those stacks, otherwise you're such a slow and sluggish brawler on your team that's not necessarily going to contribute too much in terms of range until you got those stacks in. But Tribe getting themselves hunkered down. Zoulan just trying to create himself some space, swapping out there onto the Piper this time, and Tyrant going to be staying on that corner off, like he rightly pointed out he would, to be able to add some additional punch to those shots.
Yeah, Cori in a weird spot here because it's too risky for him to try and take shots at Tufa. He'll lose in the range battle, and FireCrow is not presenting a target for him. So that mech is greatly delayed here. In fairness, Cori will more likely want to use it to defend with, and FireCrow missed the first shot, but he finds the next two, and that's what you're looking for with Surge. Cori, his hands are tied up until that happens. There's not a lot he can do to stop FireCrow blinking up on him.
Great timing, by the way, from FireCrow there, just counting the shots, knowing his timings to be able to then use the power surge through the wall and get the value that he wanted to obtain here. But now Tyrant and Zoulan pushing through this right-hand side. They know that Marcel is vulnerable here as Cori trying to hold down FireCrow on the left-hand side. Peep coming in as well. It's going to probably wall portal behind here. Cori's going to be careful, gets a swipe off, but not enough to clears the left-hand side.
Yeah, not quite as much damage as he would have liked to get there on Tufa, who's not able to really clip the safe. Still, with INTZ drawing their battle line so far forward, they've gotten a bunch of incidental damage on Tribe's safe. FireCrow is, oh man, he's got the banana sword out now. You know he means business. He's looking scary, and Tyrant will bring him down, finally.
Yeah, Tribe had to deal with that. FireCrow's playing fantastic, by the way. He's doing so little, but so much all at the same time. But now Cori with the mech, pushing everyone on the right. Zoulan getting some taps into the mid here. The damage starting to trickle in, but Tribe are still behind. Peep coming in from Tufa. Probably looking to teleport onto the safe and does so, but Cori is landing these shots. We've got, again, a base race, Uber.
Yeah, Cori's popped the gadget as well, so he's going to be able to stay in mech for a little bit longer. Remember, that super hit does a heck of a lot of damage, and FireCrow crumples under that pressure. 37% left on the safe here, and Tufa's doing his very best to pressure Tribes down, but he realized he needs to double back. He needs to defend. Cori's there with the mini blaster, and he's done enough for Tribe to take this round away.
Oh, this is going to be a close one. This is going to be a close one. It's been so back and forth. Tribe taking the first to the bounty, but we are back where we started in that first set now with everyone tied up. And again, look at the sign of approval from the Brawl House.
Yeah, I love this. Someone must be holding up a sign that says, applause now, you're on camera, everybody. They look comfy though, ready to play on this decider round here on Heist.
Well, they're bringing out the B from SkYRiiKZz side, I guess, just kind of in the eventuality that Tribe might try to bring out the tanks, but don't seem to be wanting to do that idea at the moment. I do like this comp, and again, Zoulan on Rico is always a good time for me. Marcel there with the curveball on the spike as well, just to get that additional area spread and aggression on the side, but Tufa taking some damage from Cori, he's going to return fire and does so with a homemade recipe.
Yeah, that's pretty scary. Zoulan's position now is much more threatened than otherwise would have been. He has to use a bounty castle here, but Tufa is taking shots at him in the undergrowth. There's not many places Zoulan can be safe until Cori moves up and pressures the super. SkYRiiKZz's fallen, and there's a bit of damage on the safe here. Tribe are coming forward with aggression.
Zoulan trying to use the wall there with a super bouncy there for the value, but still the damage reigns in. Marcel very weak on that left-hand side, following the tap from Cori, and Cori getting a sting from the B of SkYRiiKZz. Homemade recipe again from Tufa. He's landed two so far absolutely perfectly, and now INTZ returns some damage of their own.
And Zoulan not very effective in this position. He wants to be the one that's pushed up the map, pressuring that safe down. He's dealing with two sharpshooters in the middle and right lanes. The Iron Hive is thrown out there. It's going to be the Honey Molasses thrown down, but SkYRiiKZz couldn't protect himself from the shot from Cori. Now Zoulan can get a bit more aggressive. Cori also has the invulnerability frames of Poppin to rely on, and Marcel gets pinned to the wall. Cori really starting to do some work here. He's a safe player. He's methodical, but my God, it's paying off.
Yeah, Tribe Gaming NA starting to work more like a team there. You saw him just come in there to help out Tyrant. The pressure that Tyrant placed before that was on point, but now the battle for the mid continues on, and this could be a crucial moment in the game as well to do so. Only just that 2% in it at the moment is still anyone's to play for. SkYRiiKZz's has got the amplified shot as well, so they've got to be very careful on that defensive as INTZ start to push themselves just a little bit further forwards here.
Zoulan needs to respect Marcel here. Honey Molasses thrown down, but Tyrant burns through that pretty quickly. SkYRiiKZz has an empowered shot available, though, and Tyrant needs to respect that. Cori's the one that gets hit with it, but it's the trade of shots. SkYRiiKZz now fairly low himself. Sticking around is going to be used by Marcel. Remember, INTZ really just need to tickle the safe. It's a difference of 2%. Tribe need to have a fairly far forward defensive line, but they've taken enough damage now to make it even. The damage from Marcel onto the safe is a problem, and Tyrant's finally fallen here. Zoulan gets on Marcel, but now it's going to be all SkYRiiKZz trying to push towards the safe. It's going to be a draw. It doesn't get much closer than that, man.
A draw on the world stage in Heist. Are you serious? 79% each. Oh my goodness me. Oh, on set point no less as well. We're going to be replaying that one out, but oh my word. I noticed as well that Tufa was being very reserving in that final homemade recipe, and clearly placing it towards the end as well was a wise choice from him. But
I think they'd probably be a little worried about us dealing with tanks here, so he stays on the Colt. It looks like we have similar, maybe in the event of a draw, teams are required to have the same sort of to setups here. Either way, we're going to run it back one more time, Mark.
Yeah, it's in a rematch of a game, in a replay, when they have to actually like start over, then they can obviously have to stay the same comp. In a draw eventuality, they have the option to change, but I do think that both teams were thinking to themselves, well, you know, there was not really anything much in that. We just need to play a little bit better, really, and I can see that the position for Zoulan really there with the homemade, with the super bounty and bounty castle gadget coming into play, giving a really nice spot in that top right hand side as INTZ back in their spawn.
Yeah, Tifa needs to destroy the wall that Zoulan's hiding behind with that super, I think, at any cost. Getting rid of Cori's pretty good now in this. We've seen this before. Zoulan was in this position earlier on, and he tries to use the bouncy castle to heal back up. He can't. Tufa chases him down, and yep, he's going to destroy that wall now with that super, I think. And now this is annoying for Zoulan. He doesn't have a good spot to play, and the effectiveness of this Rico has been reduced drastically now.
Tufa on the Piper is honestly scary. It's really, really scary. He was able to tap off Zoulan from just the middle and didn't seem like he was having many cares in the world of doing so. His gadget use is on point at the moment. Cori there, returning some fire of his own and keeping SkYRiiKZz back in that same respect. And Tufa just trying to dodge those shots, but Zoulan able to connect with a couple there, keeping him very low, but Marcel needs to be taken care of. Until that time, Tribe cannot start to attack this safe.
Oh, Marcel's in trouble here. Life Plant's a bit annoying, but it doesn't give him enough health there. He does get picked up in the end. Pirate now realizes this area is a little bit further open. I think Silver Bullet was used there to secure that kill. Homemade recipes traded. Tyrant tickles the safe here. Honey Molasses used by FireCrow. He's feeling the heat from Zoulan on the right side.
Great jump there from Cori, and just knew that it was going to connect and wanted to keep position power here because Tribe Gaming NA's time is trickling down. They still have got 3% to be able to obtain here because they are behind as INTZ take control in the mid. 20 seconds left, not good at all for Tribe.
Zoulan getting pressured heavily now by Tufa. It's going to go for the trick shot to try and force the enemy Piper back. But it's damage that Tribe need in a big way. They're 3% behind now with 7 seconds left. It's INTZ that shifts into defensive mode. Tyrant caught by FireCrow. Cori looks better. They're trying to pressure the safe, but they can't get there. They're brought to their knees as INTZ even up the series.
Oh my goodness me! These two teams are so neck and neck. The jump that Cori had from Totem was returned in equal measure straight away after, and just not enough time for Tribe to pick up the dub. This one just got so much more interest. That free play was heartbreaking, absolutely heartbreaking to see back that slow trickle down, and the positioning was there for Tribe. The HP was such on such of the low side of things, and they were just not able to get that final potential that they needed. That could have gone a very different way, but we are going into Minecart Madison for gem grab. This one's going to be all about control. Definitely some awareness needed, keeping an eye on that minecart because we know that sometimes it likes to come in as the third wheel. So, yeah, definitely a very different style of gameplay here to consider. But this is going to go... I feel this could very easily go all the way over to their own. Rose's aggression, we've got the Pam there, we've got the Tara for Tyrant, the Sprout definitely coming in for Cori, but FireCrow on the BB is something that concerns me greatly. Combined with that Byron and the Meg, this is a big tanky comp, and definitely the sort of thing that's like leans into INTZ's playstyle considerably.
Help from beyond has to be used there by Tyrant just to block the shots from Tufa. Will delay, of course, that first mech and keep him alive. Healing station going to be thrown down, and FireCrow has to continue to play aggressive. Oh. Back now, and it's going to be everybody on Tribe getting put to the trash compactor run. They're blown up. The mech and Tribe go up in smoke.
FireCrow again on that BB is a scary thing, but here comes the suck from Tyrant, and he is taken down despite the batting stance. The power back, it was a big turnaround from Tribe at a quick moment as well. But this is the thing with INTZ, they're not afraid to spin, they're not afraid to pin. The Tribe have got to stay focused and composed to be able to turn this one around because the final gem is spawning.
Marcel is a huge problem for them right now. That full treatment thrown over the top there. Everyone was standing close together. They were healing up at the Pam health station, and they got blown up. All it took was for Tufa just to swing on in with the Met. By the way, he has back again, and INTZ are in an unassailable position. This has to be the best Tara pull I've ever seen.
And not enough time to do the minecart there, just coming in with the cock, and then the block, and then Marcel, Tufa, and FireCrow all celebrating the studio right now. Louder than Zoulan for sure, and all we've seen so far from Tribe Gaming NE is Zoulan screaming his head off. INTZ are gaining that momentum very, very quickly.
You have to respect this setup here from INTZ. Yes, Tribe have gone away from trying to play their sharpshooters. They are playing like a match this, right? We've seen Tribe try and go for mech-based setups, and it will be Cori on the mech there, but they're going for Max and Jean. So again, sort of tilting in a more traditional direction, whereas INTZ have the B now.
Okay, well, I like the mech, gotta say it. Tufa able to then push through on this left-hand side. The Sprout coming in for FireCrow, and here's Zoulan trying to pinch around the right-hand side.
What's he hoping for here? He's playing awful close. Okay, Honey Molasses, he tries to use the phase shifter to come forward, but Tufa anticipates it on the other side of the map. Zoulan is brought down now. He tried to go for a risky solo mission, and Tribe have been locked out of the middle of the map.
Minecart, they're coming through the timing, not on INTZ's side, Tufa coming through there. and then losing the mech accordingly. The gems there getting a little bit tighter than last time as Tribe, but getting a bit more positioning power. Nice grab there from Tyrant as well. Magic hand still to hand, but Zoulan going on the hunt, coming back now with the phase shifter. Goes down to Firecrow, but Tribe looking far, far better than last time.
You've got to get up early in the morning, though, if you're going to get the better of Firecrow like that. He dashes straight out, and Zoulan goes full aggressive, and Firecrow catches him as he tries to retreat. Oh, that's a big pull. Firecrow goes down, but he might have been looking for Marcel there. 6 gems for TyrantStar, though, puts Tribe ahead. Cori must be close to a mech, because he's playing like he is.
Tyrant there with 7 gems, 1 from Zoulan's gems are split, but Cori there pushing through the mech. INTZ all in the back spawn, but they've got to come forwards. Time is not on their side at all, and there down goes the gem carrier. Cori though, pinched through on the other side of the minecart, coming back now, has 1 gem, needs to hold on to it as well. There'll be a reset. Cori joking amazingly well, but the gem goes back over to Zoulan.
Yeah, countdown, though, is going to be reset here. INTZ don't have the time to collect the gems in the middle of the map. They have to go aggressive here. Honey Molasses going to cut down the approach, but Tyrant has a magic hand here. Keep an eye on the gene at the bottom left of your screen. Tufa takes a lot of damage, and that's the hook. Firecrow is taken down, and Tufa eliminated. Lovely stuff from Tribe there. They bring the Meg of their own in, and it looks damn good.
Every single set, we get tied up. This is such a close affair between these two teams, and yeah, I honestly at this point don't know who is going to take this set. I think it's going to be very much coming down to the brawlers and the way that they are played, and both teams know how to play these brawlers. They are definitely in the World Finals. They've had such a big amount on their plate, but at the moment, INTZ showing them why they got so far last year and firmly intend on doing the same again this year. Marcel bringing out the Crow, which again, I do love as a pick, but a badly timed run there. Zoulan capitalizing. Let's go speed. Cori gets the mech at the perfect timing as well to push back deep into this spawn area. A good start for Tribe getting an A.
Yeah, frustrating for Firecrow because he gets his mech only after his team are forced out of position. Cori's going to have to sacrifice the mech here. Unlucky timing for the minecart. He gets hit with Firecrow's super, and he may himself go down. He forces the ejection for Firecrow at the very least, and amidst the fighting, Tyrant escapes with 4 gems, 1 for Zoulan.
Minecart pushing INTZ back into that mid area, and they've got to be careful then if Tribe choose to push now, which they are starting to do so. Cori there with the pop of the gadget to have that, again, more time in the mecha driving seat. Minecart coming through though, just to prevent the action from happening. A miss pull there as well. Marcel has got jump though on the side of INTZ, and Tribe needs to be careful of that.
Yeah, absolutely. Marcel might have used another Toxin if he's not careful here, because Tribe were looking like they wanted to go forward. But again, remember, now in gem grab, you get an equal amount of gems on either side of the pit here. So Tribe don't need to push for anything too aggressively here. Tyrant's going to look for the perfect magic hand scenario, and Zoulan's going to hit with another slowing Toxin, trying to get away with 4 gems. Split gems for Tribe, it's less than ideal, but Max gives you another safe option to carry at least.
Yeah, definitely a dangerous thing, because ultimately with Marcel there, that might be the time to use that super. He's pushing forwards as well now, trying to use that poison to trickle everyone down. But if he gets to take down of Zoulan or Tyrant, then that could be enough gems for INTZ to take this match. They've got that mid control as well. Gems are tied up, 8 each side at the moment. Tufa no magic hand though, and that's the thing that Tyrant does have on the side of Tribe.
Yeah, but again, if he waits too long, Tufa will have one available and they'll be able to trade them. Marcel, he has to dive in. It was the minecart, and he's still able to walk away. That's absolutely ridiculous. But INTZ still even on gems now. 1 more will start the countdown, and it ends up on Tribe's side of the map. The minecart comes through, and Zoulan can scoop it up. What luck for Tribe NA.
But INTZ as quickly as that will stop the countdown. Cori too low on the right-hand side to be able to push back. Who's Zoulan doing his thing, but he's going to be very, very careful about it. Oh, Tufa comes in with the magic hand, getting it and timing it to perfection. Tyrant coming in. He's got the gems, but not enough to be able to do anything about it. Marcel almost pushed into the minecart. Tufa, though, has enough with Firecrow to be able to hold on here. Minecart coming in as well. INTZ are going to take the 2nd set in spectacular fashion.
Oh man, it does not get any closer than that. Just when you thought that NA, Tribe NA had the odds in their particular favor, Tufa had to go aggressive there with that swoop. It's such a volatile look with the Crow, and then they managed to even things up. They walk away in a perfect magic hand. You cannot ask for much more. That's what he's, yeah, I mean, Tribe have to try and even up the series now on Hot Zone of all map types. It's going to be dueling Beetles as well. Again, we've seen teams go for some wacky setups on this map. It's one of the few where, you know, the penny actually could be justified. We've seen also attempts at making Lou work kind of get in your face as it is. We've already seen a little bit of Crow play. I was wondering if we'd see that come back here, but it's sharpshooter central here for Tribe. They've got, I've called the B on the right-hand side. They're going to be making use of the Barley through the middle.
Okay, well, I like the Barley a lot, but I did kind of think that the B would be coming out for INTZ, but also then Tribe thinking the same thing as well, which is a good thing to see. Zoulan's going to have to land those shots. The healing tonic going out. Just that little bit of 4% from INTZ as they creep forwards with every sprout shot that goes through here. Cori and Tufel on the left-hand side just trying to earn their mech as quickly as, again, that is such a big factor on this map. The first to gain their mecha will be pushing straight for that mid.
Look at what Firecrow's doing. Every time he comes up to take a shot, he just dips his toe onto the point, gets 1%, backs away. No need to hurry right now for INTZ. Tyrant is losing this mid matchup. That is all 3 uses of his gadget now expired. At some point, the crew from Tribe have to go aggressive. They're running out of healing resources. And look at this. It's almost like INTZ, they anticipate the use of that last call. They back away from the super. And when it's gone, Firecrow returns to his ancestral home here in the middle.
Oh, Cori there almost got the pick up a Firecrow, but now pushing through, allowing Tyrant to start to cap the zone here. The mecha battle on the left-hand side kicking off as well. Both Cori and Tufa got the swipe. Cori goes a bit premature though. Tufa got still so much HP left and the mecha swipe to his hand and pops the gadget. A little bit late for me, actually.
Zoulan is doing it. He's doing a 1v2 on the right-hand side of the map while Tribe are getting pressured by the Meg. He's just dominating. He moves up with the Honey Molasses, and he's the reason Tribe get 20% while they're losing on the other side of the map.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Tribe now with a good amount of aggression as well and control of this mid. Tufa goes down as well whilst Cori pops the gadget at a good time now. It's going to be surely Tribe all day long as a swipe from Cori. INTZ are all over the place in hot zone.
76% and counting now for Tribe, and Zoulan's starting to feel himself a little more. Cori's going to be forced back now. Firecrow needs to make something happen here. Ironhive is used, but it's going to be Marcel blocking with a Honey Molasses, and Firecrow takes Zoulan down, but Tyrant's on the point. Tufa's going to be knocked out of the mech here, and 2 more % is all Tribe need. Oh, they've done it in the first round.
And what a time to do it. What a time to do it. But I've got to point out, you know, every set does come down to set points, so definitely more work needed for Tribe. They're going to be hanging on here, but yeah, INTZ very, very quiet this time. They know that it was a convincing win.
The Tribe Gaming's Meg, and that's what allowed them to push up. They didn't really need the healing so much anymore. Leon Poco switch here for INTZ. They're going for something a little different with Lollipop drop now deployed.
Okay, well, again, the Meg going to stick around on the side of Tribe, but on different lanes this time. Firecrow actually going to the right-hand side to try to take on Zoulan here, and I'm not too convinced on that. I think if Zoulan lands these shots, then that could be definitely a bad day. Tufa going super aggressive and punished for it, but again, that healing side of the Pogo for Marcel going to come into play here shortly.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, Ironhive last call combined there. Honey Molasses thrown down deep, and it's a little hard actually for INTZ to remove this sticky totem. Tyrant might even body block some of the shots here from Tufa to keep it alive a little bit longer, and Marcel has to give up his life in order to get rid of it. Zoulan has more of those gadgets, and he's going to deploy another now.
Well, if there's a hill coming in, Tufa then going to be a full HP when he attacks Cori. The swipe though, Cori manages to win the left lane.
Beautiful.
I can't believe that. He came in by surprise with the assassination attempt, but was punished for it. Firecrow straight out of the mech as soon as he's gone in. Tribe have got full control. Only 13% on the side of INTZ Uber.
They've got everything they need. They still have plenty of uses of the healing tonic. Cori got in his mech. Tufa mech'd up in a 1v3 scenario and got Firecrow rather, and got blown up instantly. Not a good look for INTZ, and they're too far behind now. Firecrow's going to stand on the point. Cori says, that's fine. We're getting percentage too, and we're forcing a 5th set.
Oh my word, going into the 5th set as well, that is great momentum for Tribe Gaming, and they are not out of this one yet. We're going to be going all the way. We are tied up yet again, as it just seems that we've been this entire time, Uber. So close between these two for INTZ. You know, when they were trying to push, they weren't pushing as a team at all. Tribe were taking down individuals, not an entire roster. So bot drop, siege, this is where it gets decided. One team going through, and one team will go home.
Here we go. It's time for bot drop now, Ark, and it's going to be Zoulan v Marcel on the Pipers in the middle. It's going to be Cori rather on the spike to the left-hand side. These teams with similar setups, but it's Barley alongside the Piper for Tribe.
Okay, surprised to see actually Marcel taking the reins on the pipe, but again, why not? I mean, keep everyone on their toes and switching things up there. Big takedowns. It's actually been Cori with 2 bolts in his pocket, but can he hold on there? Guard ultra pop there for more survivability, more HP as he goes onto this left-hand side lane battle with Firecrow. Tufa taking big shots from Zoulan and just about staying alive for it.
Yeah, real difficult matchup on the left-hand side. Ark, you mentioned Cori having used the gadget to get some health back. Firecrow does the same thing. Both Sprout players ducking into the bushes every now and then to refresh that shield. But Tufa is causing problems on the right side of the map. Tribe, though, on the left are looking pretty good, and Zoulan chips in on the effort to get rid of the enemy spike. It's a 1-bolt lead for Tribe, and they're going to extend it now as Tufa doesn't have many options. Tyrant's starting to put the heat on him.
Firecrow there on the left-hand side, rather. Pressurizing Cori, pushing him back, but the bolts are with Tribe. They're going to get this push coming in. That's something that INTZ are going to have to defend there. Great takedown as well. Marcel pressurized in the mid here. This is good momentum going through, but at the moment, no damage at all on the side of the ice.
Right, INTZ, they have that hedge, which is going to be huge. It's going to slow this siege bot down in a big way. It'll get a couple of hits, and Tyrant, of course, can throw a couple pies at long range. That is a very good siege bot. And Tribe, of course, now with that mid control, they're going to have a bolt lead in a few moments now if Zoulan can get away with this. A very good start for the North American squad.
And already, look at the bolts with Tribe. 5, 6 there from Zoulan. Oh, he could quite back the 7, but Cori picks it up, puts down the wall, and goes straight back into defensive. Firecrow so low on that right-hand side and slowed at the same time. I think that INTZ can get a push here, especially with that bolt. Stopped by Zoulan, though. That's potentially crucial. It could be a tie here if INTZ don't back. And it is a tie, Uber. INTZ now have got to get a dive. There's so much work they would need to do to even get close to a tie here.
Such a disaster. Marcel needed 2 bolts, not the 1 Arc, but he was just a little too slow. That was sat in front of him, but he's too risk averse. He was too afraid of getting picked off by Zoulan. A disastrous result for INTZ as they don't get another siege, and they won't have a chance to pressure this Ike down.
That one snipe from Zoulan could well be the thing that keeps Tribe Gaming alive here. What a time to do it. INTZ on the back foot. Match point then for Tribe. INTZ have got to pull something big out of the pocket. Oh, this one is going the way of the boys in red.
Scary stuff at the start of the round there. INTZ making use of the Leon to pressure Tyrant down on that Barley, and still he's able to deal with that scrutiny. He's able to play safe, helping out in that head-to-head with the Piper play through mid, and here we go. Zoulan going to be on the Leon. The lollipop is dropped, and it's going to be the Pam, Max, and BB look for INTZ.
Yeah, and this is what I was kind of expecting to see, and I think this is a good strategy for INTZ, but it does not seem like it is wavering. Tribe Gaming, who take full control of the T-Wipe, and the first bot not actually going to show its face. It's a tie, which could mean a 1-push scenario is a danger for both of these two sides now. Holding mid control is so important from here on.
Oh, look at that. Sticky syrup mixer for TyrantStar. He knows exactly what gadget needs to be brought in here, and he forces the BB away. Firecrow now just needs to sit on the sidelines and wait. Another use of that here, and it's all about mid control for Tribe. Tyrant with the gadgets. Zoulan working close together with Cori, and INTZ need to pull out something big in these next few moments if they want to have a crack at this siege.
Marcel, goes down. Beautiful angle there from Zoulan, and taps onto Tufa from Cori as well. 12 bolts here. This is going to be a huge bot, and also got to mention the fact that INTZ have only got 4, 5 now for the final round of this matchup. This is where Tribe will try to seal it here and now.
Marcel, though, he's already used the healing station. That's a huge tool that they can use to slow down the siege bot. Not available. Firecrow's going to have to knock back the siege bot if possible here. He's trying to zone away the rest of Tribe. And the siege bot comes in at half health already. Eventually, Firecrow's going to be picked off. And look, there's a Barley super available if needed. But Tribe, they're playing it safe. They want to book their ticket to the semi-finals here with their slow, methodical trademark play.
Great reserving of the gadget there from Tyrant, spinning as well, giving the Protesto. He thinks it's all over. I'm not so sure just yet. The round is still going in, and FireCrow has got the batting stance and the heals coming in. Marcel has the bolts being back to the mid-control. This is not over yet. 7 seconds, 5 coming in thick and fast. 8 bolts to the Zhar Tribe. It's going to be a tie at the moment, but there's the 9. INTZ will have one final push in this match.
And it really comes down to what Tribe can do to slow the bot down. Cori has his super. That's about it, though, here. Sticky Syrup Mixer doesn't look like it's available either. It's going to be the Siege bot knocked back down to 50%. It's got to get taken down before it even really gets to the Ike. INTZ have got a full commit. They've got 7 seconds left. Cori takes down FireCrow, but the Ike is down, and INTZ, they're going to equalize this.
Oh my goodness, INTZ are about to destroy the stage. They felt that pressure and they dealt with it accordingly. INTZ now match point against Tribe Gaming. This game ends in this next round of Siege. My word, that Protester came a little bit too soon.
Second round, and to secure this match with their signature style, slow and steady wins the race. Here come Tribe now. It's going to be Tyrant on the left-hand lane on that Barley.
Marcel, good pressure as well. FireCrow coming in right into the middle between Cori and Tyrant. And Zoulan coming in. Some good pressure on the right. Cori, though, weak. FireCrow as well, though, on the left is as well. And this is going to be a first bot to defend from Tribe. But if they get that bolt as well, edging force to get it as well, we'll have a good amount going into this next round.
There's a lot of threat. The slowing toxic from Zoulan means you're basically insta-dead to a shot from Cori. So you create a lot of zone control in the middle of the map just from having the Crow play forward. Great damage here. Siege, excuse me. SiegeBot getting away with absolute bloody murder here, and Tribe now, they're looking at this next Siege, realizing they've got to do some serious work. Great dodge there with the super.
Marcel's dodge there was honestly unreal. The timing of that jump, crazy. But I think Tribe there turned their back on the bot for a little bit too long. That was a ton of damage for such a small amount there. Terrible, realistically, but they got the mid-control back now. 5 bolts, though, 6 now with INTZ.
This is not good. A second Siege bot the Tribe have to face down, and there's a real chance that INTZ just full commit to this one. Get FireCrow in a position just to work it down. Sticky Syrup Mix is going to catch Cori and Arc. This is looking bad.
Oh, the bot now is going to be connected with the Ike and Cori with the pipe. It's going to desperation jump realistically there. FireCrow coming into it. That is it. INTZ erupt in the arena. Tribe Gaming's journey will end here.
Unreal scenes. Tribe Gaming literal seconds from booking their ticket into the semi-final, and at the threshold they trip and fall flat on their faces, and they're punished for it. INTZ see the disrespect, they see the protesto, they turn around in the third round